Gosh, OBS is not cooperating with me today. It decided it would be a great day to decide to no longer have my account logged in the one day I lose track of time and have to sign in last minute or start the stream last minute. It's like, you know what? You're not actually signed in right now. And then I signed into the wrong account and a whole bunch of stuff. So that's why I'm late. And I apologize. I blame OBS. I had to keep signing in and signing out. So I've already talked about. With that audio. Okay. So I put out a community post recently about this, asking people and their opinion. And because I know I'm like obviously 3 months late to this video. Oh, now OBS, I can't. Hey there, King Pies Game. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I'll definitely be back to my regular scheduled programming after this. I just realized that I kept if I kept doing CAD on stream every single time, that I would make bots 4 times faster than I'd end up building them. So, I would design them like way faster than I would end up building them. So,
This is the most dangerous.
So I wanted to react to this video specifically because it's combat robot related, and it's by the biggest YouTuber that in the science and technology space. I know for a fact that his people go to my videos from his videos, so I kind of have to react to it and give my 2 cents, because I feel like it's like this ultimate robot battle, but I feel like it's actually way more boring than a normal combat robot like event. So, because it's basically him versus Dude Perfect.
It's also the most massive, with the most destructive pair of hammer smashers and the most menacing set of googly.
I'm gonna turn off the music. We don't need thing to Mark Rober. We can just let Mark Rober speak for himself. We don't need music. But yeah. So basically the whole premise of this video is he builds one robot and they build a few robots. But the thing is, they say no rules, but it's so obviously scripted. Like, I've never, like, you know, people joke that NHRL has a script. This is so obviously scripted, it's kind of lame, in my opinion.
As you might expect, things escalated very quickly with a few surprises.
And I would argue this is actually a lot less interesting than an actual like robot fight.
And a lot of carnage. And since the winner of the battle got free reign to completely redecorate the
have any of you guys watched much Mark Rober or Dude Perfect? Because I have not. I've only seen a couple of Mark Rober's videos. I've not seen any Dude Perfect videos. I don't think they make science-related content.
Home team's got to feel pretty good.
I'm about a 2, to be honest with you.
Take it!
All right, gentlemen. I want a clean fight. I want to abide by the rules.
There are no rules.
But yeah.
Exactly. Let's battle some.
Like, there's no rules, even though it's an obviously scripted fight. Because otherwise, then there would be some situation where their first robot could beat his robot, and he's gotta fight through all that. You sound disappointed to say that you have.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, right.
There's actually a lot of huge YouTubers that I don't even watch. Like, I've barely seen Mr. Beast.
The dude chain, starting first with Cody.
May I present to you R2-D2?
Also, I recognize that one controller they have. I think
Wait, I think there's a height issue.
Go Builder sells that same controller.
It's not. All right, hold on. Did you not think about the height restrictions codes?
Guys, this is a bad
This is what happens when you have rules.
We're not as smart.
Once we had the droid we were looking for,
Enable taser.
Oh, and that I didn't notice that when I watched this before, but it's using like Go Builder, like that tracked in that whole system is like a Go Builder
in
thing.
an attempt to short circuit my robot, but unfortunately.
Also, obviously, like, I know they don't have the same rules, but the water squirting is obviously not allowed. Oh, I've already seen this, so you're not gonna
for the dudes.
So you can't really spoil it for me because I've already seen it, but maybe the other viewers. But
It's not just for decoration.
Because what they didn't realize is that with the simple motorized retraction of a 1/4-inch steel cable, Cybertank's fashionable mustache doubled as a 9-point razor-sharp ramming bayonet.
I promise this will be quick and painless.
so. Yeah. But yeah, the I don't know.
You might want to take a look at what's
It's kind of funny how comically larger than his is than this one. Sorry, I got distracted.
That's in the robot.
Yeah! You can't attack!
I mean, there's a lot
Did say no
more,
rules. Turns
like,
out it was an oversight
got a
on
bunch
my
of,
part,
like,
thinking the Geneva
not very
Convention
terrifying
so
weapons on it.
And not risk a squirrel's innocent life.
And so with my controller turned off,
Dump your water.
Also, this is going back to the very scripted part.
cheap shot.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the benefit of having that articulation is. Like, you would either, like, just always have it up
Just a clever ruse. And nothing gets me more
if you're gonna
angry
use
than
it to
getting
scrape
clever
against them.
rused. So I got
Because
back
what's
to
the
work.
benefit of this having that in the downward position?
Pork chop me. Get away, get away, get away. Run away, run
And I didn't come home from work
I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
until there was no doubt
I'm cut in half. He's still alive.
who won round one.
Oh, your skewer.
Your mistake was involving the squirrels.
But yeah, were we supposed to really think that they put a squirrel in there? Because I know I wasn't thinking they were going to put an actual squirrel in danger and have Mark Rober kill a squirrel. But, because, like, I mean, I know I've heard of some YouTubers doing some messed up stuff, but I don't think these are the
And with that
type to
resounding
do
victory,
that.
Taking it up a notch, brother. Hope you had fun with that one, Mark.
it was time for my next victory.
Because, like,
Welcome to round 2, Mark.
when I first watched this, around this point, like, I could feel that there weren't very high stakes.
It was twin robots for the twins. One with
So we got
laser guided
RC
retractable
cars
harpoons,
with
and the
weapons
other
attached to
had
them.
four-angle
It's a very
grinders and
old
an
school
aerial
style
assault
type
drone,
of
but I wasn't
fighting
worried.
robot. But
Ready for this, boys? 3, 2, 1.
Okay, this is kind of tricky to track both.
We're not a trash
so
can.
are they? Do they switch controllers to? Because I know obviously they have these drones that they're gonna switch to. Harpoons that, of course, weren't gonna do anything to his big steel robot.
Grinding me down, which made it the perfect time to introduce my countermeasure, known affectionately as the War Hammers. Powered by a pair of 24
Also, those hammers, like on our
these
actual
babies are
robot,
capable of
would be like
delivering over 1,000
so exposed,
force
just having that articulation not supported on anything on the outside.
Watermelons and smash up solid concrete.
Cluster bot.
They would have no problem dealing with a set of pesky twin bots.
I think it'd be actually interesting to see Mark Rober make an actual robot. Well, because also I don't think, like, he has a whole team of people. I'm curious how much Mark Rober himself actually built this robot.
And while I focus on cornering Twin 1, Twin 2 launched
Got a drone.
Operation Glitter Drone.
What is that?
Also, what are we supposed to think this glitter bomb is? Like, because we don't think they're going to actually do something dangerous, you know?
Mark, maybe you've heard of it.
A glitter-infused black powder surprise designed to penetrate the Cybertank's armor
Because
shell.
there's no, like, we know that's not going to penetrate even like mild steel. They sector hammers.
Dare you? Luckily for me, I got a plan.
Yeah, if you try to put hammers like that on the side on an actual robot, they would be gone. Also, we have an entanglement device, but that's the funny thing about drones for like an actual robot fight. Like, obviously, like having that to fight drones would be super effective, but we can't do that against drones because that would just entangle
When
them.
in fact, it was not a lucky guess. Because in keeping with the spirit of no rules, the weak
Also,
placed
we're
the drone
supposed
in
to
a
believe
semi-automated box, and then had a fake
Mark
delivery driver
Rober
deliver
made
the
this
fake
box,
package
delivered
to the
it.
perfect headquarters. So when they all went home,
They not only delivered this box. Oh no. Please. Not only ban his bots. The thing is, like, it's obviously like. Sorry, I'm getting something. My stream has been blocked. But yeah, he we're supposed to believe that he put a drone in a box. They didn't open the box, but they also didn't tape the box to give it to him. Yeah, the stream's been stopped. My audio, yeah, my audio should. Yeah.
Plans and designing.
Yeah, apparently, tried. Oh. Okay. Yeah, apparently YouTube didn't like me reacting to his video. So we're gonna try. Yeah, apparently YouTube was not a huge fan of me showing Mark Robler's video. So we're gonna try to start and stop it a little bit more than we were before. We're gonna keep it like this for now.
Powered by 424-volt leaf blowers, fairly straightforward.
But yeah, I feel like it's pretty easy to defeat drones when you don't actually have to follow, I guess, rules. But yeah, I think it would be more interesting if this wasn't obviously scripted. Because I know, like, people talk about, you know, how Mr. Beast fakes videos, and it's like all super, people go into depth, while like Mark Rober's is like, yeah, this got no stakes. It's gonna end when they want it to end. You know, he's gonna have to fight all of the robots.
With the drone out of commission, I now had to
Especially considering there's features that are
which unfortunately for me,
especially considering there's features of the robot that don't get revealed until later.
was now securely fixed in one of my.
And yeah, the harpoon. I do think that's funny because a lot of like, yep, it's stream blocked. Damn. Yes. Apparently we can't. Yeah, this isn't gonna really work. But he punctures the tire because apparently it just automatically has content ID whenever I don't think there's much I can. I'm trying to think of what I have in my repertoire to change anything to make it not immediately I don't think flipping it horizontally is going to work either, but
I don't think it's doing anything, Kobe.
Turn off closed captioning.
Unless you have even a basic.
But yeah. So he drives around. Skip to a different part of the video, considering me just playing it. Most played part.
The theme for the day.
He drives into his own. That's the most replayed part. Him just driving into his own robot.
Because pushing that button sends an RF signal.
Oh, and then we use the fart
That
gas.
triggers a small DC motor on a cam that will then dispense copious amounts of glitter bomb fart spray. And if you place that whole contraption.
Wait, glitter bomb fart spray. That's two different things. Is it a glitter bomb or is it glitter and farts? Yeah. Also, it's like, oh, they just leave for a bit and then they come back. Like, okay. And then we got the ad in the middle for his kids' toys. Nothing wrong with it. Gotta make money. I'm not gonna judge. Okay, this one. Oh, this is the one with we got. Damn it. Yeah, this is real rough. I don't know why I have Discord open. Discord is popping through. Okay. Well, now it's angry at me for
Kind of a small purple bulldozer with two front
small purple bulldozer.
in the rear, which to be honest,
This looks so we're starting to look like I guess more of a battle bot. I guess I'm not gonna try not to play the video because YouTube it keeps trying to shut me down every time I play the video. I think what I should have done is I should have done this in a video format. It might have worked better instead of trying to do it live stream because trying to play the video, I'm apparently not one of those React streamers that. And also I'm a small creator posting our big creators stuff, so it gets stopped. It's an automatic stop. I don't like Mark Rober's not trying to like shut me down. It's just He has copyright protection and just sort of automatically does it. Classic flamethrower.
That is, until this happened.
I don't know how they expected the nail gun to work against this metal especially compared to the harpoon. Like we're going down in size. Ray Billings made base for the purple one. Did he make the base like as a separate robot, or did he make this base for this? Because I know at least the last one they got it. It was like an old battle bot or old robot from something else.
The flamethrower to the point where it became weak and duck.
Oh yeah, then we got the. Yeah, that's what I assumed, and they probably sold it or something like that. Because what else are you gonna do with a robot like that? It's kind of disappointing because there's no. I'm trying to think. Looking here, providing music reasonable. So they do talk. Okay, we're getting to that later, but this seems reasonable. What? Hmm. Okay, so we're back. This has been a shit show of a stream, so I'm probably not going to do something like this again, at least until I figure something out. I don't know how other people end up reacting to stuff, other than flamethrower. Yeah, because I'm basically going to play none of this video at this point. I don't remember how he actually ends up breaking other than just running into it. Oh yeah, then they bring out. Does anyone know what BattleBot this is? I can't actually play the video because even if I play a second of it, it's gonna shuts me down. Because yeah, this is because they made it sound like this was an actual BattleBot. It actually has a spinner, and you'd think he would just go right for the tires. Stink Eye. Okay, I'm not familiar. Stink Eye. If I type in Stink Eye. BattleBot. Robo Games. Okay, so this is on Robo Games. Okay, yeah, that does look familiar. 2023 Robo 200. So it is a 250 pounder. So it's not a quote unquote BattleBot, but I thought for some reason I was thinking this was like from I was like, oh, it's a BattleBot from like the 1990s. And I'm like, no, this is just a newer robot that was like collecting dust. No, it's just a robot. Because I know he has made other robots. Ray Billings has made other robots. And then I'll look up Brimstone while we're at it. Because I know even if it's not a BattleBot, registered. Okay, then we got Brimstone. I clicked on the wrong one. Wiki. Oh my god. The ads. Brimstone. Ray Billings video. What is this? What? Oh. I don't think. I imagine there's not as aggressive copyright claims on Ray Billings. Oh, it didn't complete.
I don't have a. But one of the benefits of having done this for as long as I have is you end up with a lot of parts in the garage that you can use to time has come.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't, because they don't actively like three of so I knew obviously later we're gonna when they got Blip, but so far in this video we've seen 2 robots that are basically created by actual bot builders that aren't mentioned or featured in the video. And I feel like this doesn't even like sort of
Shaved her mustache.
so yeah, take off the mustache. And then Rat Tail. So they can I get a I want to pause it on a hopefully it can there we go. Rat Tail.
Rat. Save for just.
So we got there we go. So we got Blip, basically discount. We got repainted Blip. It doesn't even get to be Blip. Well, I think it's fun because I know if we go to the comments, there's a bot in the bot. Twins are triple. Because I remember, I think this might have been when it was on Instagram. Somebody mentioned. Yeah, I think it was when I saw it on Instagram. On Instagram, there somebody was like, "Oh, they should bring this to BattleBots," talking about this robot. I think it was in a different context. It was in the context of this video. They're like, they should bring this one to BattleBots. It's like, it is a BattleBot. It's just repainted. Look what they did to my boy. And they don't even mention. So he actually does a halfway decent job of mentioning how it works, which is actually surprising, but they don't mention who made it work. So they make it seem like Mark Rober came up with this.
So special are those 2 unassuming prongs on the front.
Prongs.
It's this racket pinion, causing the nose of Fat Tail to raise with an incredible.
So like, yeah, it's just like, you're like, oh, look at this, how great this design is. We're not going to actually tell you who made it. It was me making us, even though like in the comments, it's thanks to Seems Reasonable for being the raw talent behind Fat Tail. But they don't mention that in the video. Who, like, because how many people actually read the comments here? They have a thing like who, like I don't read or not comments. I actually read more comments than I do freaking the description, you know? Like who people aren't reading the description. But yeah, he does a good job of explaining it here. I can't play it because and then they do the blip and throwing it. Also, I realized that like when they start throwing it around, I get kind of concerned for the integrity of where they're fighting.
To finish this.
Okay. It's like there's only I know a lot of arenas they have like 2 layers of polycarbonate and like that whole wall is moving.
With the board cleared, one last throw.
Your reputation was on the line.
Oh yeah.
Died, and you can see.
I think we lost. This is our white flag. We throw it.
I almost died, and you can see we.
Okay. No wait, we got the last flip.
One last throw couldn't hurt.
Like, it's no longer in the arena. Like, that's crazy unsafe. Apparently, they made it just strong enough that it didn't. Like, they made the arena in a way that it could go above Mark Rober. Like, who designs an arena that can do that? Oh, this is, yeah, it's totally, I don't know if this part is scripted, but like most of this fight is scripted. I hope, yeah, honestly, I would be happier to hear that this part was scripted instead of them being dumb enough to not think about that, but. And they got to do the crunch labs, and they got to end with the ad. Oop, what did I click on? Oh, I just former NASA engineer. But yeah. Oh, because I clicked on that. I was like, where is it taking me? Yeah, and then the dude perfect video is basically the same. I think I picked Mark Rober because I think, well, one, his stuff is actually what ends up getting traffic, is more connected to my niche and stuff. Well, and also I kind of, his has a better explanation of how blip works. Not fat tail. But yeah, also we had the fat tail. Yeah, because it totally did not compete in multiple seasons of BattleBots under an actual name. Yeah, because honestly, because like Kai Sinet did something. We'll go to Kai BattleBots. He did one. It was AMP and because this was.
Hi guys, BattleBots.
So this has the. I guess since I'm already getting copyright strike, let's just knock them all out of the way. Okay, this one does not have them in the, but it says the guys from Manta. They got Manta in this one, and it safer than the Robo Games Arena. Ooh, maybe, possibly, probably. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean. They still had a robot also eject from the arena. So they kind of have a similar track record, I would say. Because this one they had a robot enter the arena and they only had really one fight in it. So
You can start it now.
I'll add this to the description, but because this one they got like a vertical spinner and a horizontal spinner. Also, they apparently just built this in his living room. This was during his like whole stream where he did like a crazy thing every single day. Also, I feel like this is at least more of a representation of what like fighting robots is like compared to what we just watched. Even though I'm pretty confident these robots are spinning like not as fast as they can, probably for safety reasons. Actually, I mean, if they are, it's definitely for safety reasons. Oh, got random flamethrower for effect. But yeah, because these spinners are not moving each other very much. But obviously they aren't like fully optimized. They are like probably built so people that for these guys to drive around and kind of abuse. It's kind of the vibe of this one kind of reminds me of I remember at finals for MRCA there was like this thing off to the side. Yeah, I knew it at one point. Somebody said how much they weigh. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I think it's like 20 pounds or something like that, or maybe it's 6. It was like a weird weight. It's not like an actual like. I'd have to look on Reddit. Somebody said I could have swore it said somebody said what the weight class was. 80 pounds. 80-pound bots. These are 80-pound bots. Okay. Yeah, because later, so like they just sort of like mess around. Not much actually happens because they're spinning at a low, but it's like technically probably more. But yeah, you can tell that they don't know how to drive these. 80 pounds, yes. Oh, 80 pounds? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fine. So these are still some pretty big bots, and you can kind of tell, like, because I've seen 3-pound bots where they fly around. Like, these bots aren't flying around too much, so you can tell these aren't like fully min-maxed weapons. These are like for show. This is basically like an X. This feels more like an X. Yeah, they get the wheel.
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. You got me up. Come on, chat.
I think they do 2 fights. They probably just also it's probably easier for them to fix things up if they do the lower speed. Oh, and this is where they get Manta. I've never actually seen Manta fight because it's not been on BattleBots, but also you can tell like when they do this fight that like the Manta, like Kai. Yeah, you're probably right. Featherweight, like 30 pound. Yeah, because that's hitting. I feel like even you could make an 80 pounder that hits a lot harder than the. Oh. Go. Yeah, because he basically totals. Well, like this bot one weighs, like 3 times more than this bot, and also has a optimized weapon, while this has basically like a. Yeah, well, yeah, it weighs 3 times as much and has essentially a. The 80-pound robot basically has a like powered down weapon as like a kind of a, you know, sort of a pacifier-esque weapon. But what's funny is you can, if we go a little bit further, yeah, the other guys are like, we're done, and like Kaisenet's like, no, keep hitting.
Yo, he might be the world champ. That's like.
Probably a world champ. I want to see. I actually do want to see Manta at BattleBots because a pretty interesting bot. Like, yeah, that drum just hits so hard. Oh yeah, that probably an 80-pound weapon on that thing. Honestly, I actually thought this video by Kai Cenat, who probably personally had nothing to do with this, because I know he has a whole like production team that makes decisions sort of for him. So I kind of feel that like having the Manta guys set this up, it ended up being a lot more of a better representation, because this was probably the decisions were probably made by combat robot people, by the Manta people, and he just sort of is showing up and reacting to it, while the Mark Rober videos probably has like, I mean, top down, probably Mark Rober's people and stuff. And, well, like, then they just have Team Seems Reasonable show up and make some robots, and they get some robots from Ray Billings. I don't know. If I can figure out how to do this without YouTube trying to shut down my channel, I might do something like this again, but we'll also see. Overall, this not been, apparently this did worse than his normal videos, interestingly enough. Sorry, I guess you guys don't probably care about vidIQ stuff, but Mark Rober's video did. It doesn't say. Oh, it's about as usual, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed to see that they didn't have any actual, like, they obviously took BattleBots bots like that made by people, and they even like had Blip, but they didn't have freaking Aaron Hill in this at all. They just sort of like made it seem like Mark Rober made it himself. Mark is the final boss. No, he's not. Mark is not the final boss in his own fight. Someone else made it. But yeah, I don't have much more to talk about because I can't play these videos without getting the video shut down. Next week I will be working on a new robot, like I mentioned. Get the schedule for the month. The 11th I'll be fighting in Missouri at SEMO. I just didn't realize until now that the calendar is hidden for you guys, but yeah, the 11th I'll be fighting in Missouri with Hodag and Jackalope. I'll have 2 more guide videos, one coming right before the end of the year, and then one guide coming at the beginning of next year. And then I'd expect most of my videos for the 6 months after the next 2 videos to be just like build logs and event recaps. Basically, I'm trying to do something with the event recaps where they're kind of where I talk about the build and then I go into an event and then I don't talk, and then like I kind of just briefly talk about what I do next, because I don't like the idea of just like doing a build video and then not showing the fights in the same video. But I also realized that I don't think people like as much when I just have the fights and the recap. I'm trying to like figure out a good way to tie those 2 together in an eloquent way. Especially when like I didn't make major changes between events, but yeah, with events being announced for the first half of next year, it's going to be busy. I'm going to be trying to bring 2 robots every event, which is going to be a big stretch because most of this year, actually, for the exception of one event, I've gone to each event with just 1 robot. And yeah, and consequently, since I'll probably go to about 1 event a month and 2 bots each event, and then trying to release a video every other week, I'm going to be filled up with videos for that. Event recap videos, build log videos, going to be the first half of next year, and a lot of Hodag stuff. The new Ozark Howler, the new bot I'm going to do. I also have in March planned a special stream. It'll be a longer stream than I usually do because normally it's like 1 to 2 hours typically, but I have one where I'm going to basically design and build. I want to design and build an entire robot in a video, but that's not going to be until March because it'll be a fairy weight bot. And hopefully I can find time to do that whole stream. I'll have to obviously start earlier than 7, but I'll try to still do it on Thursday and have it run through 7. That way the usual crowd can still come and watch. But yeah, those are kind of my plans for the coming first half of next year. A lot of it building up to June, which is when I'm trying to go to NHRL with Hodag. And hopefully if we can do well there, can get some exposure. Yep, 150 gram bot that I'm going to design and make one on stream in 1 day. I'll have to figure out the logistics of that. I'll have to do some adjustments to my camera setup so I can more eloquently, film while I'm working on stuff. And then I'll have to find what I'm going to do while I'm having stuff print. I think 150 gram bot with how I build robots is the only one I could do in 1 day because I like to 3D print things, and it being smaller, it'll 3D print a lot faster. But that'll be, I think, March. We'll see where the channel's at then. So see if I can get some more interesting things going on with that other than just me building the robot. I'll be working on that. And a lot more robots this year than last year. So it'll be fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry that that didn't work out the way I definitely envisioned it because YouTube shut it down. I don't know what the VOD is going to look like. The VOD is going to be probably terrible to watch, but yeah, we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming. I'll probably find maybe reacting to bigger content creators is not for me. I'll see you guys next week with a new robot build and going back to CAD. Thanks for watching.